Join me now, the Lou Dobbs Tonight A-Team President of the National Jewish Center for Learning and Leadership, Rabbi Brad Hirschfield. Great to have you with us.
Yeah.
Democratic strategist, National Committeeman Robert Zimmerman. Let's skip over to Daily Caller columnist and Fox News contributor Deneen Borelli. Good to have you with us. And Robert, it is always good to see you.
Always honored to be with you.
Let's start with a rabbi. Okay. Because we're going to need a few blessings as we move through this. The president today announcing that his idea for a jobs program was 10,000 more engineers in the country. Can you explain to me in any way whatsoever how a president would think that would be taken seriously as an initiative, since we already graduate 70,000 engineers in this country every year, and we've got jobs for 20 to 25,000 of them a year? Is this not the craziest thing you've ever heard?
Craziest thing I've ever heard. I've heard a lot of crazy things. But if you're asking me, do I think there's a rationale that can be defended in green economy, the answer is yes and no. As a jobs creator, it seems the answer is absolutely no. Although, to be fair, we do know that for every $1 million spent, about 17 jobs are created in the green sector, as opposed to about 11 in the military and about 5 in the oil and gas industry.
So when we discount then for jobs lost for every one created, which has been the experience of the European Union, that you would have twice as many lost for every job created in the green economy, that would be a net of 34 jobs lost for every 17 created, I believe.
It is possible if you follow that math, but even if that's wrong...
By the way, I will be glad to give you that math all over again.
No, I got it, and I think there's an argument for it, but even if that's not correct, here's the zinger I think the White House is going to have to deal with.
Rabbi. Yes. We've started with a premise that is wrong. We've come up with information and a conclusion as well. That is incorrect, but we have a position now.
Absolutely.
I got it.
Because here we go. Even if the 17 net gain is correct, they're almost all in construction. Yeah. They're actually not in green industries. So it turns out that you're investing in building green economy with non-green means. Now, it's fine to invest if you think government investment is the way to create jobs. But to imagine that it's going to be the green economy that'll sustain those jobs, I just don't see evidence for that.
I've never seen a better example of the need for math education than listening to the two of you in your calculations. The point simply is...
lead us forward, oh great one.
I will do my best, leader. The bottom line is, if you believe that green jobs are a key to the future of our economy, and the key to basically also protecting our environment, then it's an important initiative. And in fact, this administration has made great strides in doing that. We now have...
Excuse me, you are arguing in support of a straw man, and follow my logic here as you ascribed our weakness in mathematics. Let me help you through this in logic and rationality. One, we didn't say that they weren't important. We said they're inadequate, insufficient, and not particularly beyond the marginal when it comes to restoring jobs to a country that is short about 25 million of them. And I know you and President Obama are having a little difficulty conceptualizing and touching that. But the reality is that's the big issue in this country right now. And this president has just initiated a call for 10,000 more engineers when he can't even find jobs for the 70,000 engineers we graduate right now.
Can we all stipulate for this panel?
No, we're not lawyers.
Okay, but may we just suggest to the panel that there is no one answer on the jobs front. Green jobs, energy jobs are the new frontier for us, whether it's in renewables, whether it's smart grid programs.
Give me some more buzzwords.
No,
new frontier.
No, these are not buzzwords. These are facts.
Didn't get into this thing because I'm getting worn out on these initiatives.
I had my moments.
Green jobs is nothing but a wealth redistribution from the hardworking Americans to the corporate elite CEOs and the billionaire venture capitalists who stand to gain on promoting renewable energy sources. It's a wealth redistribution.
As opposed to creating more oil drilling and more fossil fuel initiatives? What about that? Is that the answer?
When you talk about the fossil fuel industry, it provides 9.2 million American jobs, and it gives the government $85 million a day in revenue.
And it gives the oil industry...
I allowed you to talk. The government is allowing this to go through, to happen now, and it's harming Americans, it's harming the economies. Why is unemployment at almost 10% or more?
Because we're creating green jobs? Because we're focusing on new industries and new technologies?
The stimulus was supposed to keep unemployment at 8% or below.
Oh, I know the sound bites, and obviously we're at 9.1.
No, it's the truth.
But the reality
we're going to be back with more.
We're
going to be back with the A-Team in just a moment, I think, if we can keep them in their chairs. Let's first see what the judge